Welcome to my new and improved VR studio. I've been doing content creation for over 10 years now, and my office has seen a lot of iteration, especially this room. I've learned a lot on my content creation journey, but this time around, I wanted to go for something a bit more cozy and aesthetic, and something that just matches where I am at life. And I want to show you exactly what tools and products I use for VR gaming and for content creation. Let's get into it. So firstly, the most important part of my gaming setup is my workstation. I spend a lot of time at my computer, so ergonomics are super important to me. I find a standing desk helps me be active throughout the day. This one is from Zen Space Desks and has served me well over the years. I've changed the top on it a few times to match my different office styles. And then we got my gaming PC. I've built quite a few PCs over the years, and this one has had a few upgrades since then. I recently upgraded to a GeForce RTX 5080 GPU. I previously had a 3080 and I was so nervous about spending that money, but it's been such a good investment. Everything just runs so smoothly now, and even my VR games in full fidelity. It was a big purchase, but I'm glad I did it. Everything is in a Lian Li case. I also have an AMD Ryzen 9 16-core processor, 32 gigabytes of G-Skill RAM, and a Zeus ROG motherboard and CPU coolers. It's also got various NVMe and SSD storage drives. I have a NAS somewhere, but I need to set it back up. And now this isn't the fanciest build. I'm a practical girly. I just want it to work. I don't want like liquid cooling that I have to change, and I don't want to be blinded by excessive RGBs. My monitor is a ViewSonic 27-inch from way back in the day, and if you're into content creation, I highly recommend a photography monitor over a gaming monitor, so the colors are more accurate. I used to have a gaming monitor and the colors were just so whack. I'd edit something and then I'd see it on my phone and it'd look different. So I recommend a photography monitor. I also have a super cute KBD Fans mechanical keyboard, and I love this thing. It's super cute and clackety. And I also have a Logitech mouse, and I like going for the white aesthetic, but I gotta have some purple, of course. So I have a purple Logitech mouse pad and purple JBL headphones. For the microphone, I have an Audio-Technica cardioid condenser microphone with a Rode microphone arm, and this connects to my audio interface. And to be honest, I'm not an audiophile. Like, this stuff works for me, but don't ask me anything about it. It works. I'm not going to change it, but if it's any good, I don't know. I also have a little charging case for my Rode wireless microphones. And if you're new to content creation, or if you're doing VR gaming content, a wireless mic is really handy to have. So that's probably a good investment if you're looking to do content. I also have a little dock for my phone. I also have this new charging docks for my Ray-Ban Metas by 4Max, and I like that I can leave it on my desk and not have to put it in its case. So I quite like this one. Now for the cameras. These have been the biggest investment in my content creation career, but honestly, I think it's been worth it. I have two Sony camera bodies. One is a A7S III, which is this one here. And then I have an A7C that I keep on a tripod that I use for just like filming B-roll shots and things like that. It's a little bit excessive to have two, but I like to do kind of like photography stuff in my free time. Like, I like doing macro photography and bird photography. So it's handy to have like another camera that I can just grab and go. Now for my lenses, I use a Sigma 35 lens with a really low f-stop, and that gives the background that nice blurred effect, and I use that for my talking videos. Then I have a Tamron 17 to 28 millimeter lens, which I use more for like filming gameplay or more wide angle stuff. I also have a Sony shotgun mic for picking up audio when I'm on the go. I avoided buying a teleprompter for years, but now I have one. I love it. I'm not someone who can just like talk and ramble easily. I really like to script my stuff, so it's very handy having a teleprompter. I use a Parrot Padcaster. I don't really like it, to be honest. I might change it. I also use a big Amaran aperture light, which I'm using right now. And this thing is huge, but it does make everything look pretty, and it's been worth the investment in my opinion. I also have some new Amaran aperture lighting, like these purple, like stick things, and they just kind of help add nice lighting to the background and for like unboxing and things like that. Then we have the newest addition to my setup, my Lenovo Omni, which is the world's first dynamic ergonomic chair. And I've been on the lookout for a new chair for a while now that's really focused on ergonomics and has really good neck support, as that's something I really need. And when I saw this, I knew it was perfect, and it has some really cool features, and Lenovo was super lovely in sponsoring today's video. But one thing I've learned from my physiotherapist is that the best posture is a constantly changing posture, and that's exactly what the Lenovo Omni lets you achieve. This chair has 4 different reclining modes. So you've got your 105-degree mode, which keeps your legs and arms at 90-degree angles with adjustable armrests and an optional footrest. And the coolest feature is there's an adjustable bionic flex fit backrest. So you can press the button to adjust the lumbar support exactly where you like it. Your spine is a unique S shape, so your chair should match that. And this lumbar support is really good at stopping you from slouching. Then you have a 120-degree mode, which can be adjusted with just a flick of a switch to a more reclined position. And you can still use your keyboard and desk from that position as well. And this is proven to reduce muscle pressure by 51%, stay comfortable and stay focused still. You also have the 135 soft recline mode, and I use this when reading scripts or watching back a video edit. I can be relaxed but still focused. Then you have my favorite mode, the 160 spine float mode. This is a deep recline for full body decompression and total reset, and it's designed for rest and recovery. And my favorite part, you can activate the Omni Stretch massage feature for a 5-minute back massage. So not only is this a versatile desk chair, it also massages you. There are so many features and so much flexibility with this chair that I love, like the super adjustable armrest to the adjustable neck support, which has been such a game changer for my neck issues. My neck feels supported all day now when using my PC, and it keeps it in the right posture. And I also love the footrest. It allows me to explore a zero gravity setup if I want as well. I am so happy with this chair. It's a very premium product and it's been a game changer for me. And there's a link down below if you want to learn more. Now that covers my desk setup, but now let's chat about my VR gaming gear and my little display shelf. When planning my office, I was looking for inspo from other tech and gaming channels, and I realized, you know what, that's not my vibe. I love plants and I love antique furniture, so why not just roll with that? I picked this little bookcase up off of Facebook Marketplace for like $20, and I think it goes really well. I've got a few cute little pop culture figurines like Doom Guy and Astrobot. And how cute is this crochet sunflower I bought in Japan recently? This plant here is also my pride and joy. It's a Thai constellation monstera, and these things can be worth a lot of money when they get big. So this could be worth more than the VR gear someday. Then we've got my main VR headset, the Quest 3. And as a content creator, this covers most of my needs. I also use my all-time favorite head strap with it, the Bobo S3 Pro. I find this the comfiest head strap. It's also got a removable magnetic battery pack, so I can hot swap them out when playing games. And I also use a globular cluster facial interface for this one. So that's all the accessories I'm running on my Quest 3 at the moment. I was using the Bobo charging dock, and look, over the years I've tried a lot of charging docks, and I think they all just kind of suck, especially wireless charging docks. I don't think it's brand related. I think it's just the tech, but it's so hard to get the wireless connectors to sit correctly on the pins. I've pretty much given up. I've tried lots of docks from different brands and they're all just a bit too fiddly. So these days I'm just about the old-fashioned cable. I particularly use a link cable which has like a charging port as well. So because I'm recording so much content all the time, I just find that's the easiest for me. Even though I'm using the link cable though, I do have a wireless Wi-Fi 6E router, which has been a really good investment. If you use something like wireless Airlink or virtual desktop, getting one of these can improve the connection and quality so much. So highly recommend a Wi-Fi 6E router. Also in my bookcase, I have a little storage box for my most commonly used filming accessories. And then I was very kindly gifted an Xbox Quest 3S by Meta. And this thing looks so cool, but sadly I don't use it very much because the Quest 3 lenses are just superior. Then we got the PlayStation VR 2 on the shelf, and I'm currently working on a new video about the PlayStation VR 2. We got some Beat Saber storage blocks by Mr. Taz that were 3D printed. They were really cool. We got the Big Screen Beyond 1 there, but guess what I just got in the mail? I just got the Big Screen Beyond 2E. I'm very excited, so keep an eye out for that video as well. And then we just got some Valve Index controllers in the little charging docks, and a really cool custom Naysy Game Boy flat lay that I was gifted. made by the creators. It's super lovely. I've also got various plants and lamps around the place for that kind of cozy aesthetic, and honestly, I would love more plants. I want it to be like a jungle in here. There's lots of really nice natural light, so that's the plan. And in the corner, I have a chest of drawers that I use for storage, and I picked that up on the side of the road and restored it myself. So I'm very proud of that. And on it, I've got my little Astro Boy figure and a lamp. And also hanging up is my Bee Haptics tacksuit vest, which I haven't used much lately. I need to use that thing more. And one thing I'm very, very excited about, I finally have an unboxing table. I've never had the room to have an unboxing table before, but now I finally do. And this table is special because it's a family heirloom. It was my kitchen table growing up, and I'm pretty sure my parents inherited from their parents. So it's very special that it's in here and I can use it for unboxing. And if you see that random giant metal thing in the corner, it's not VR related. That's my food dehydrator. I don't have room for it anywhere in the house, and this is what I use to preserve produce from my garden. I've also added a sofa into my room as well, and I really like this. It's great just for chilling out. And also when I film content, I want this space to look more like a living space rather than a studio. So I quite like it. I'm very much enjoying the vibe of this room. It's not too officey or too gamey. I wanted to feel more just part of life. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums up a tour of my little VR and content creation studio. I've used a lot of gear over the years, and these days I'm really about less is more. I find a lot of clutter, I find it overwhelming, so I try not to have too much stuff in here, apart from plants. But if you want a video on all the accessories I do and don't recommend for VR, let me know, because there's a very good reason I don't have a VR treadmill in here anymore. And if you like VR content, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.